you ever thought to yourself, you know what, I just wish I recorded this conversation and I put it out there in the world. I could grow my brand and my business or help a lot of people if I just recorded this conversation that I had with somebody, or these thoughts that were in my head and I shared it with the world. Well, that's the beauty of podcasting. You can do that. And now more than ever, it's easier to start. Unfortunately, most people don't. In fact, I had a conversation with my friend the other day who was like, I would really love to start a podcast, Pat. I know you teach a lot of people how to do it. How do I do it? And I said, well, what's your podcast going to be about? And he said, well, I don't know. Well, then don't even worry about how to do it yet. You have to know what your podcast is going to be about. I have an exercise for you in this video that plays along with something that we're putting on together at Team SPI called Pitch Your Pod. And I want to challenge you this week to do it. You actually have till the 16th of January to pitch me your podcast. And not just pitch me, but pitch the entire world. So let me tell you about Pitch Your Pod, how it's going to remove all of the friction for you, and how it's going to get you started, get that kickstart for you to finally get your show up and running, and not just show you that you can do it, but prove to your mind that, well, you actually need to do this. Because every day you don't have a podcast up that somebody could subscribe to and listen to and take with them on their walk, on their drive, on their plane ride, whatever it might be, is a day you're missing out on an opportunity to build a relationship, to build a loyal fan, to potentially have a customer down the road if you want to turn this into a business. So I'm going to give you this exercise. It's going to be very simple. And again, this plays with Pitch Your Pod, which is going down starting on January 11th. If you're watching this before January 11th, don't worry. Links in the description below. You can get it early. Well, what are you submitting and what happens? Well, let me tell you all about it. Between now and January 16th, I want you to record an audio file. I don't care what your microphone is. It could be your microphone on your computer, the one on your phone. It doesn't matter. I want you to record an audio file that's 3 to 5 minutes in length. And I want you to pitch me your future podcast. What's it going to be about? Who is it for? Do you have a name for it? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Who would you love to eventually ask to come on your show one day? And I want you to dream big. I want you to know that you can get there. What would be the big benefit? Like, what is the reason for doing all of this? What compelled you to want to start this particular show? And of course, tell us a little bit about who you are as well. I'll list all of these things down below so you'll have them in a bullet pointed list. And also the link to Pitch Your Pod will also share even more information. And that link in the description is really important because after you record your audio file, you will submit your audio file there, along with some information about you. And Team SPI will take that audio file and everybody else's submission, and we're going to put them into a single podcast that we've created called Pitch Your Pod. And the really cool thing about this is, number one, you're going to see that you're not alone in wanting to start a show, that you don't have to feel uncomfortable because everybody else is also feeling uncomfortable at the same time. Literally, all you have to do is record the thing. You don't have to do anything else. We just want you to submit your episode to us, your pitch, and we will place it on a podcast for you that you could share out. And here's the other thing. People are going to be voting on their favorites, and there are some prizes for everybody involved, and there's some prizes to the top 3 winners as well. More information about the voting process is at the Pitch Your Pod link down in the description, but here is what people will get. The top 3 winners are going to win lifetime access to my course, Power Up Podcasting. That's a $799 retail value to all the top 3 winners. In addition to that, everybody will be getting some microphones from me and my team. We're going to send you some equipment. But the grand prize winner is going to get the ultimate podcast package coming in from Heil, who hooked us up with a podcast mic and a boom arm and all this other stuff to help you get started. And the grand prize winner is also going to get some one-on-one time with me. I will personally consult you as a grand prize winner to help you get your podcast up and running. In fact, I won't not let it happen. And I'm going to pay to get your artwork created as well. Now, like I said, everybody who participates, everybody who submits a file here is going to get some hookups, including from our friends over at Buzzsprout. You will get 3 months free of Buzzsprout, which is a podcasting hosting company, should you choose to move forward with your podcast, which is absolutely massive value. We also got our friends at Fusebox.fm, one of my companies, in fact, that's pitching in, as well as Podcast Hawk. So this is the opportunity. This is the time, right? You've been wanting to start a podcast for a while. You've been thinking about it. You've been saying things to yourself to talk you into it, and then you talk yourself out of it. Well, I'm about to talk you into it right now. So Pitch Your Pod, join us. You have until January 16th to submit your 3 to 5 minute episode. All the information is at the link in the description below. And I'm really excited because my team and I, we really want you to do this because we know that it could change your life, just like the podcast changed my life. And a lot of my students, their lives have changed. In fact, many of them quit their jobs to go full-time with their podcast and are making way more in the new business that they've created since. So I hope you join. And everybody who participates, just a congrats in advance, because this will be the one thing that the hurdle, right? The hurdle. It took me 1.5 years to get my first audio file out there into the world. You can just do it in a week. Consider this like, those like 24-hour film festivals, but for podcasting, and you have more than 24 hours. Again, all the information down below, and good luck to everybody. And the only thing is it just has to be a new podcast, a brand new one. So that's it. All the rules are there. Link in the description. Thank you. Good luck. Looking forward to it.